Hey friends, thanks for joining me. Today I wanted to talk about voltage within guitar pedals, specifically drive pedals. So distortion, drive pedals, etc., overdrive. I went on a bit of a search and kind of obsessed over it for many years as I was attempting to find pedals that at the lower spectrum of their clipping, lower drive settings, weren't so kind of gnarly sounding. Gnarly in a bad way, I should say. So I'll just kind of run you through a couple that have stood the test of time and have been really useful units for me. I'm just running through a clean amp. Just an unadorned, basic, not very flattering clean tone. Okay, so let's get into these pedals. Particularly, we have the Jelly Roll from Lumpy's Tone Shop and the Ratified by C Matte Mods. Letter C Matte Mods. These two are discontinued, but if you can find them, I would recommend keeping them in your collection. They're really amazing. So right now I have them at 9 volts. Let's listen to the Jelly Roll here. This is basically a Supro type sound. I know that Tommy at Lumpy's Tone Shop really worked hard to capture the essence of the old Jimmy Page Supro amps. So those were usually running like 6973 power tubes. They were smaller combo amps, and they sound amazing. I've played a few original ones, and this pedal really captures a lot of that flavor. So here's my clean tone. It's a great sound. That's a very thick sounding overdrive. Right now I have the drive up over 12 o'clock. I have the treble all the way up. This circuit sounds best with the treble cranked. And then the volume's not even to halfway. Okay, let's listen to this Ratified by C Matte Mods. Again, I'm at 9 volts right now. Okay, and this is going to have, he has 3 clipping settings. This is the least compressed setting. I don't remember all the ins and outs of this pedal. It does have the old LM chip in it. I do know that. But really have always been impressed with this pedal. All right, let's listen to this one. So these two have a little bit different voice from each other. You're getting, maybe a little more low end with this one. You're getting a different mid-range bump, higher notch with this one. I've used this for so many different reasons. This one I've kind of just had a set and forget. Like it's really a high gain type sound. And again, that's with both of these at 9 volts. So let's switch over to 18 volts. I'll do that in real time here, just for the fun of it. We should get a pretty serious or significant volume bump. Typically, you're going to get even more lows in the 18-volt setting. Everything becomes a little bit more defined. Maybe some pedals, they get a little stiffer or something in the feel on the pick, but I don't know. This one doesn't really have that. Okay, so here we go with the ratified at 18 volts. So we've got some more low end now on this one. While I'm here, I'll just take you through the clipping settings on this pedal. This is the most compressed. Quite a big difference between this lower setting and the middle setting on that pedal. The upper setting, it's kind of in between the two. We'll leave it on the least compressed clipping setting here. This thing really gets into JCM 800 territory. Okay, so when I increase the gain in the 18-volt setting here on this pedal, I'm noticing quite a bit more bottom end. Let's go up to the kind of split the difference clipping type option here. Let's see what we get. I think it's going to be a little less low end. Both of these can kind of start getting into fuzz territory. Let's dime this one out. Great sound. Again, this one I would kind of use just for high gain all the time. I always found that pedal had a lot of balance across the spectrum. Not too much low end, doesn't really get woofy. I think this top setting's maybe a little bit more amp-like. This middle is kind of more op-ampy in terms of its character, but and this is probably where you could get into some fuzz. might be that bottom setting is even more of the fuzz kind of thing. It's interesting in this pedal when you increase the gain, you can actually sometimes take the filter off or less filtering, less dark, if you will, and you're going to get you can kind of utilize the high gain side of this thing. A lot of times, though, when I run this type of pedal, I like to run it with the gain low and push other things, so almost no clipping. Let's just hear that while we're at it. So clean tone. Super usable tone there, especially if you're feeding into certain other pedals or certain other amps. Let's look at the low gain on this one. I haven't done this in quite a while on this pedal. Again, this is at 18 volts. It's not my favorite tone, but it's still usable, especially in certain songs and certain band contexts. So I'll switch to the neck pickup here. Just putting a little hair on the signal. Definitely usable. That's one way to kind of check out the lower side of the gain spectrum on these, is to switch to your neck pickup. That's got a cool notch to it. So overall, my kind of theory on this is that the 18 volts on certain types of pedals really opens up the realm of possibility for the clipping and the voicing of the pedal. There's certain pedals where at 9 volts, you wouldn't hear much of a difference at 18 volts. And there's certain pedals that I like better now for low gain than trying to get these to do that. But I do use this as a boost often. I use it for the high gain sounds as well. It really has a cool thing to it. They both are very amp-like in their feel. So if you're on your search for, amp-like gain, consider trying to find one of these. You have to find them used, but I've also found that Tommy at Lumpy's Tone Shop will get back to you and make modifications sometimes, and just an easy guy to deal with. I'm not sure about CMAT mods these days, but anyway, just thought it might be a cool little comparison thing, and hopefully you got something out of it.